number. I don't, that's the clerk's entry.
Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. Court will continue here with the March 9th, 2022 docket. And I believe we're on YouTube live stream. And good morning, Mr. Hernandez.
Morning, Judge. How you doing today?
Pretty good. Thank you, sir. You're here on CL 21-0177D, Lax Valley Stores Ltd. versus Javier Valdez.
Yes, Judge.
All right. I don't see the name of Javier Valdez in the waiting room, and I believe there is no answer on file. So therefore, court will take judicial notice of the entire file, and you may proceed.
Sure, Judge. Just for the record, Judge, the lawsuit in this case, January 7th, 2021. The defendant was served on May 1st, 2021. The return was filed to court on May 13th, 2021. Answer in this case was due on May 24th, 2021. There being no answer, this case is right for a default judgment. At this time, Judge, we ask that you take judicial notice of all the court's documents, which includes the damages affidavit, the certificate of last known address, the service member's affidavit, and attorney fees affidavit from my office. And Lax Valley Stores is asking for a default judgment against Mr. Javier Valdez in the total amount of $11,417.34, Judge.
All right, court will hereby take judicial notice of the entire file. Court will grant default judgment in favor of plaintiff. Court will grant plaintiff all relief requested here in open court or in his petition. Court will await a default judgment for signature, and I think it's already e-filed, so it'll be signed later today, sir.
All right, sounds good, Judge. Thank you very much. I have nothing further. Can I be excused?
Yes, sir, you're excused. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Judge.
Yes, sir.
Number 5,
Number 5.
we're just needing Mr. Zamora.
Number 5, there's I see Mr. Willie McCallan, and how about Mr. Juan Zamora?
Juan is not in the waiting room.
All right, Roger is checking in.
Good morning, Judge. I believe Orlando may have been going to step in for Mr. Zamora. I'm not certain.
Okay,
Orlando, last name?
Orlando, which one?
I think it's Jimenez. I didn't get his last name.
Orlando Jimenez.
There was an email circulated and it said Orlando. So I don't know.
Okay.
I apologize.
I don't see no Orlando, no Juan Zamora.
There's no Juan Zamora or Orlando.
Let me see if I can contact their office, Your Honor, and I'll get.
Okay, work on it. Thank you, sir.
Please, thank you.
Judge, I'm emailing Mr. Alvarez, the Mr. Zamora's paralegal now.
Okay,
And then the clients.
yeah, and then the clients, Rosa Garza? Is there a Rosa
Yes,
Garza
sir.
here?
No, sir.
No, she is in their office as well. That's what the email.
Oh, in their
said.
office, okay. That's even better.
Not my office, his office. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay, good.
okay, good. Very good, very good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just need to get everybody together.
Mr. McCallan has another case.
Which one? Oh yeah, over here, right?
They filed a Rule 11 on that one.
Okay, Rule 11,
So that was
okay.
good.
Well, okay, check mark. Mhm. No, sí, Rosa Gutierrez.
Yeah, but these are gonna take a little longer because
Okay,
they're terrorist.
all right, all right.
Because they try to get a
Your Honor, I apologize. I'm on the phone with Mr. Zamora's staff. They're logged in under what name?
Are they under J Nava?
It's Simi or RJ.
They need to log off and log on using the case number so I can identify them. I've got 20 people in the waiting room.
Yeah, they can use case number, it'd be wonderful.
Okay, all right. Hello, can you hear me?
I contacted Mr. Jimenez and I don't know, I don't think he's covering. Is there another Orlando?
They said RJ, they didn't give me a last name, and that they are going to be logging off, logging back in with the cause number as Judge Garza has instructed. or
Okay,
ordered.
perfect. Thank you. All right, great.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
client. We're hoping that's Orlando and the client. Okay, JN, can you hear me? Can you hear me, JN? You need to unmute. Or Jane Nava, you need to unmute. Wow.
J Nava, can you identify yourself? J Nava, what is your name?
Hi, Miss. No,
What is your name, sir? You need to identify yourself for the court, sir. What is your name, please?
Okay.
That was strange.
Yeah, I did speak with Mr. Zamora's office. They said somebody named Raj is gonna be.
Yeah, they already logged on under the case number.
Okay, we got a
Somebody's
case number.
coming in.
Wonderful.
We got a
Great.
case number here. We got a case number.
Good job.
All right. All right, that's CL 214178. That's the case.
On the screen was Mr. Simi Alvarez. All of a sudden, he's off, but
Good morning. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Attorney Raj is going to be attending the hearing.
All right.
He's coming.
All right.
What's his name?
Your Honor, Attorney Ranjit Lidhar, appearing on behalf of Attorney Juan Zamora.
Okay. Yeah, he made an appearance early in the week on the criminal case. All right. Good morning, sir. And the client, where's the client?
Clients are here seated next to me, Your Honor.
That would be Rosa Garza. Oh, okay. We need to get her close enough so we can. She'll be testifying. So, and will she need interpreting?
yes, Your Honor, that's in the email, they indicated that Ms. Garza would need an interpreter. Yes, sir.
Okay.
What's your name, Rosa?
Yeah, Miss Rosa Garza.
Señora Garza, ¿sí puede escuchar al juez?
Sí,
Ok, él va a hablar en inglés y después de que él termine, yo lo voy a traducir a usted en español. Por favor, conteste, ponga atención y conteste en voz alta. Gracias.
Está bien.
Okay, so then court will continue here with the March 9th, 2022 docket. We have CL 214178D, Rosa Garza versus Jessica Ibarra and Miguel Ángel Garcia. All right, for the record here, Mr. Willie McKellen, an item, right, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then we have Mr. Roger Garcia for the defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, and the gentleman, Mr., I know he introduced himself earlier. What's it again, sir? Mr.
Lidhar, Lidhar.
Okay, thank you, sir. And then testifying is going to be Ms. Rosa Garza. So, Ms. Garza, good morning. Please raise your right hand.
Buenos días, señora Garza. Por favor, levante
Buenos
su
días.
mano derecha. Good morning.
You swear the
Buenos días.
testimony.
Good morning.
You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
¿Usted jura que el testimonio que va a dar es la verdad, solamente la verdad y nada más que la verdad?
Sí.
Yes.
You may put your hand
Puede
down.
bajar su mano.
Okay, listen carefully to the questions, okay, ma'am?
Ok, por favor, escuche bien las preguntas.
Who's going to get it started, Mr. Garcia?
I'm fine. That's fine, Judge. I
Okay.
can go ahead and start.
Thank
Ms.
you.
Garza, good morning.
Buenos días, señora Garza.
Buenos días.
Good
Now,
morning.
I understand that Samantha Salazar, the minor that's involved in this friendly suit. You want me to go on? Continue? Okay.
Yo comprendo que la menor de aquí, en este caso, es Samantha Salazar.
How are you related to Ms. Salazar, ma'am?
¿Qué relación tiene usted con ella? ¿Qué es ella de usted?
Es mi nieta.
She is my granddaughter.
Now, I understand your granddaughter was born on September 13th, 2007, so she's presently 14 years old, correct?
Tengo entendido que su nieta, la fecha de nacimiento de ella fue el día 13 de septiembre del 2007, so ella hoy tiene 14 años. ¿Es correcto eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Samantha was involved in a car accident on December 18th, 2019 at the intersection of Tower Road and Alberta Road in Hidalgo County, Texas. Is that correct?
Y Samantha estuvo en un accidente el día 18 de diciembre del 2019 en la intersección de Tower y Alberta, aquí en el condado de Hidalgo. ¿Es correcto eso?
Sí.
Yes.
She was injured in that accident and received medical treatment and of those injuries, she has fully recovered. Is that correct?
En ese accidente ella se lastimó y ella tuvo tratamiento médico, pero de todo de esas lastimaduras ella ya se recuperó. ¿Es correcto eso?
Pues todavía no se recupera porque ella le duele mucho la espalda y se le hicieron hernias.
Well, she hasn't really recuperated because she complains of back pain and she has 2 hernias.
Your Honor, you want me to continue?
Yes, sir.
All right, so it's my understanding that a proposed settlement has been brought before the court in the amount of $20,000.
Es mi entendimiento que para arreglar este caso hay una propuesta de $20,000 para poder cerrar este caso. ¿Es correcto eso?
Pues sí.
Yes.
Do you understand that $16,317.31 are proposed to be dispersed to your attorney for legal fees and outstanding medical expenses?
La cantidad de $16,317.31, eso se va a dividir entre los honorarios del abogado y gastos médicos que todavía están pendientes. ¿Ese es el entendimiento de usted?
Sí.
Yes.
The balance of $3,682.69 will be deposited into the court's registry and will be held in a interest-bearing account until your granddaughter turns 18, unless there is a court order that allows it to be withdrawn sooner than that. Are you aware of that?
Y la cantidad de $3,682.69 es lo que queda después de que le quitan los gastos de abogado y los gastos médicos que están pendientes. Esta cantidad va a ser depositada en el registro de la corte en una cuenta donde va a estar ganando interés hasta que su nieta cumpla los 18 años o la mayoría de edad. Solamente que haya una orden donde le puedes dar permiso de sacar parte o el dinero antes de que ella cumpla 18 años. ¿Usted sabe de esto?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you understand that if Judge Garza approves this settlement, that you nor your granddaughter will be able to make any additional claims associated with this car accident, and that these are all the funds that will be available to you and your granddaughter or to your granddaughter as a result of this accident.
Y usted comprende que si el juez Garza aprueba este acuerdo que tenemos aquí hoy, entonces usted o su nieta jamás podrá venir a corte y demandar a estos mismos defendientes. Este sería lo único y ya no hay dinero en este accidente que tuvo su hija. ¿Usted comprende eso?
Sí,
Yes.
And just for the record, it's not her daughter, it's her granddaughter, correct?
Y nada más para el record, no es su hija, es su nieta, perdón.
sí,
Yes.
Ms. Garza, do you understand that you have a right to a jury trial where you and your granddaughter could present evidence to a jury, and a jury could award more or could award less on a verdict, but you on your own volition choose to waive that right and continue in requesting for this court to approve settlement? Is that correct?
Señora Garza, usted comprende que usted y su nieta tienen el derecho de que un jurado oiga este caso. Un jurado tal vez le pueda dar más, menos o le pueda dar 0 en un veredicto, pero es correcto que es su voluntad de que usted quiere aceptar este acuerdo aquí hoy en beneficio de su nieta.
sí,
Yes.
Now, a settlement agreement has been proposed and has been sent to your attorney. You're going to be asked to execute that document. Do you understand that once that document is executed and this honorable court approves settlement, that will resolve the matter and there will be no additional obligation reported against my client? Do you understand that?
Y usted comprende que si el juez aprueba y todos están conforme con la cantidad de acuerdo, entonces hay un documento que se va a firmar y usted está dispuesta a firmar ese documento y el juez lo aprueba. Entonces eso concluye este caso, entonces ya este caso es cerrado y entonces ya no podrá venir contra mi cliente, el defendiente, tocante a este caso, este accidente. ¿Usted comprende eso?
sí.
Yes.
Do you think that this is a fair and just settlement that is before the court?
¿Usted piensa que este acuerdo para resolver este caso es justo?
Pues yo ya quiero que se cierre porque pues ya son 2 años y
Well, I
No,
just
well,
want to excuse
no.
to close because it's already been 2 years.
Mr. Garcia, was this policy limits?
No, Your Honor. I believe it was sent to me as a friendly suit, so I don't have the
Oh, you don't have the, okay.
the total amount. No, sir.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want to speak out of turn. I don't know. This was a
Okay.
settlement that was made between Mr. Zamora's office and the Geico claims adjuster before it came to my office.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it was sent to me as a referral for friendly suit.
Okay. And Mr. McCallum, do you know if this was policy limits case?
Your Honor, yes, there was other people involved in the accident. So in the totality of it, they got very close to the limit of what the
Oh,
policy
okay.
covered.
There were other people?
And yes, there was.
Okay. All right, continue, Mr. Garcia. What was the last question, I think? If you think is fair, whatever.
She answered yes.
Okay. Okay, any more questions, Mr. Garcia?
Your Honor, it froze, so I'm just going to go on. The last question I have isn't it true that for Judge Garza to approve this settlement would be in the best interest of Samantha, Ms. Garza?
Okay.
Señora Garza, ¿es su entendimiento o su pensamiento que si el juez Garza aprueba el acuerdo que tienen aquí hoy, esto sería en el mejor interés de su nieta?
sí,
Yes.
And you're asking Judge Garza to approve this proposed settlement, correct?
¿Y usted le está pidiendo al juez Garza que aprueba el acuerdo que tienen aquí hoy?
pues sí.
Yes.
Your Honor, that's all I have for Ms. Garza. I will pass the witness. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you, Mr. Garcia.
Yes,
Mr. McCallum?
Good morning, Mrs. Garza.
Buenos días, señora Garza.
Buenos días.
Good morning.
My name is William McCallan. We met at my office in Edinburgh a while back. Is that correct?
Mi nombre es William McCallan y usted y yo tuvimos una cita en mi oficina en Edinburgh ya hace tiempo. ¿Es correcto eso?
Pues no, yo no he ido a ninguna cita, nomás he venido aquí con los abogados Zamora.
No, well, I haven't gone to any meeting. I've only been here to the Zamora's office.
En Edimburgo, we met in Edinburgh at my office. near the
En la
McDonald's.
ciudad de Edimburgo, ahí en mi oficina. Ahí tuvimos una junta. ¿No recuerda eso?
No venimos a ninguna junta.
Es el abogado que la
No,
corte...
pues a ninguna junta, nomás he venido aquí. ¿Mande?
Es el abogado que representa el interés de su nieta. ¿No recuerda una cita con él?
No, no fuimos a ninguna cita.
No, we didn't go to any meeting.
Well, if you don't remember, yes, we went over the expenses and the paperwork at my office.
¿No recuerda que repasamos todos los gastos, los biles en mi oficina?
Yo nomás he venido aquí a la oficina del abogado Zamora.
I've only been here to Zamora's office.
Well, we discussed the paperwork and you signed the paperwork there at the office, or you signed the paperwork, is that correct?
Revisamos todos los biles y todos los gastos y usted firmó eso, ¿correcto?
Pues yo vine aquí a la oficina, aquí del abogado Zamora, la vez pasada que vine.
I came here to the office the last time that I came.
Okay.
Okay. And we discussed Samantha and that she's doing better than originally in the car accident, right?
Discutimos el bienestar de Samantha, que ella está un poquito mejor que después del accidente.
Sí.
Yes.
And we discussed that the bills were originally over $20,000 and Mr. Zamora's office reduced them to less than $10,000.
Y también discutimos que los gastos médicos de Samantha eran más de $20,000. Pero la oficina del señor Zamora pudo reducir unos de esos gastos médicos. ¿Es correcto?
A $10,000.
Pues eso dice que se pueden. Yo fui a sacar los cobros del hospital y yo se los traje aquí.
I went to go get the hospital bills and I brought it to him.
Okay. And we discussed that, you would like to resolve this case and that way the money can go into the registry of the court for Samantha.
Y también discutimos de que usted quiere llegar a un acuerdo para poder resolver este caso, para que así lo que le toca a Samantha se puede depositar en el registro de la corte para que esté ganando interés, ¿es correcto?
Sí, pues eso me dijeron porque como yo no tengo la custodia legal de ella y yo no podía agarrar el dinero de ella, por eso se
Yes, that's
decidió.
what they told me, because since I don't have a legal custody of her and I can't have her money, that's what they told me.
Yes, and if she ever needs it, you could come to my office, back to my office, and we could talk about asking the court to take some out, but at 18 years old, she will have the right to get that money.
Y si hay necesidad o si hay una emergencia y ella necesita dinero antes de que ella cumpla 18 años, entonces usted puede venir otra vez a mi oficina y yo le puedo ayudar con eso. Solamente, y si no, hasta que ella cumpla 18, entonces ella tendrá ese dinero.
Está bien.
That's fine.
And you are asking the court to approve the settlement, is that correct?
¿Y usted le está pidiendo a la corte que apruebe el acuerdo que tienen aquí hoy?
Sí.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor, we did meet at my office on January 24th. We discussed the case and we talked about Samantha and her injuries. I do believe it's in the best interest of Samantha to settle the case and have this money put in the registry of the court. There was significant reductions done regarding the medical costs and the attorney's fees. So it is my recommendation that the court approve the settlement.
Okay. And there were other plaintiffs, right? Other injured
Yes, there was,
people?
Your Honor. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, court will take judicial notice of the entire file here. In the case of Rosa Garza versus Jessica Ibarra and Miguel Angel Ibarra in cause number CL 214178, the court will approve the minor settlement and will await for a judgment for signature.
Your Honor, and we have made an agreement regarding the ad litem fees. All
right.
In the order.
Just put it
Thank
in
you,
the
Judge.
order, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you all very much. And
Good
thank you all,
judgment.
Ms. Garza.
Gracias, señora Garza.
Yeah.
Sí, gracias.
Has been
Thank you,
circulated,
Judge.
release has been circulated. So as soon as they're sent back to me, we'll get them filed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
All right, thank you all. Y'all may be excused. Have a great day.
Thank you, Judge. Good
Thank
to
you.
see you.
Thank you, Judge. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Está aquí, ¿verdad? What is it?
Number 6.
Number 6. Well, you know what? The JN said Akira.
Okay.
Remember? Okay. Number 6, let me see here. F12 68-19-4 in the matter of the marriage of Tatiana de la Cruz and Edward Estrada.
I think Miss Melissa Carranza substituted Rodriguez.
All right, we have Mr. Abel Hinojosa. There he is.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. And Miss Melissa Carranza, who is in here for Isabel, I guess, Rodriguez.
That's correct, Your Honor. Melissa Carranza here on behalf of Tatiana de la Cruz.
All right. Good morning, folks. And what do we have here? Is it temporary orders?
Yes, Judge, it's my motion for temporary orders in this case.
Uh-huh. And we all discussed the matter?
Yes, we have, Judge. I think that we may have an agreement subject to, I believe, subject to one point that we may not have agreement on. But Judge, I also have a Miss Rosie Gutierrez, who should be on the screen. Also, she is the paternal grandmother who's going to be part of these temporary orders, Judge.
All right, let me get Rosie Gutierrez. Mm-hmm.
And Judge, what I can do, I can read the parts that we have an agreement. And Ms. Carranza, correct me if I make an error on the agreement part.
Very well.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Judge. In this case, of course, Mr. Estrada, if you can unmute yourself, Mr. Estrada, I may need to ask you if this is what the part that we do have agreement on. Judge, my understanding is the parties are joint managing conservator of the children. These are temporary orders. Ms. Tatiana de la Cruz is the primary joint managing conservator for the temporary orders. There will be standard visitation pursuant to the Texas Family Code in this matter. Mr. Estrada resides in the state of Tennessee. The mother does reside here in Hidalgo County. But what the parties have agreed to is that Ms. Rosa Gutierrez, the paternal grandmother, is allowed to exercise her son's visitation if he is not going to exercise it. So the grandmother is allowed to exercise visitation if Mr. Edward Estrada is not going to exercise. And my understanding also, the person for Ms. Tatiana de la Cruz to communicate with regarding the children or the visitation is going to be with Rosa Gutierrez. That's my understanding. And let's see. Electronic communication, Judge, is to be at least 3 times during the week. And we can basically get the dates, whatever the times, but for Mr. Estrada to have electronic communication with his children, since he is in the Army and he is in the state of Tennessee. Okay. Of course, no disparaging remarks in front of the children. Now, the pick up and drop off of the children shall be at my understanding is at the mother's residence, but my understanding is that the maternal grandmother shall not be involved in the pick up and drop off of the children. Medical insurance, of course, is through my client. He has TRICARE for the children, and there are 3 children judged before the court. All uncovered medical expenses are be split 50-50, as basically we do in most in all the other cases. The issues that we don't agree with, Judge, is the child support amount, and I would need to clarify, but I want to ask my client, Mr. Estrada, and of course, if Ms. Gutierrez, she understands, but Mr. Estrada, what I read as the agreement, is that your understanding for the agreement for temporary orders only?
Yes, that's correct.
Temporary orders. Now I see Mr. Gutierrez, Polo Gutierrez from the Attorney General's office is present, Judge.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
And Judge, I did calculate child support. I don't know if the Attorney General's office has calculated child support or not on this matter, but I did calculate child support based on one pay stub that my client has provided me.
I have not, Your Honor. I have not reviewed that pay stub.
Okay. If I may continue, Judge.
Go ahead.
The issue on child support, that's maybe the only contention. Based on the pay stub that I received from my client, it's just 1 month. I have a gross amount of $5,620.68. TRICARE in this case is $30.28 as TRICARE. I used a child support calculation software that I do have, and the net would be $4,525 net. Subtract the TRICARE amount, That gives me an adjusted net of $4,494.72. Now, 30% of that amount, since I have 3 kids before the court, is $1,348, Judge. Based on that one pay stub, that was what child support would be in this case. And let me just do my little math again. No, I am correct. So child support would be $1,348 pursuant to guidelines on that one pay stub, Judge. My client is asking me to also argue a variance situation since he is in the state of Tennessee. If he does intend to exercise visitation, he would need to come down and to exercise that visitation or to bring the kids to Tennessee since the children are minors. He would have to come down or his mother would have to come down to try to make sure that visitation goes for Mr. Estrada if Mr. Estrada wants to exercise visitation in Tennessee. So they're asking for a variance of $800 per month of the cost that would basically incur for traveling. I do know they did this one time in November, and there was a cost to travel the kids to the state of Tennessee, Judge. But my client is asking me to argue a variance in this matter for a travel cost, Judge. Mr. Estrada, is that correct? You were asking me to argue a variance for travel costs. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
You understand, based on the guidelines that I calculated, child support in this case, without any variance for 3 children, would be $1,348. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, the Attorney General's office is present, and I don't know if they calculate child support, but you understand this is a temporary order only. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that if you are not able to exercise visitation, your mother is going to exercise the visitation that you have. That is agreement that we reach. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So your mother would come down. Your mother lives inside, outside of Austin. Am I correct?
That's correct, sir.
So she would come down to visit, and she would have the time to visit and stay with the children. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that the go person, the contact person regarding the mother and you is going to be your mother. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
My understanding that Mr. Estrada, that Ms. De La Cruz has you blocked right now?
She recently unblocked me. I don't know when,
good.
Maybe within the last week or so.
I'm glad that you're unblocked. But my understanding is that Ms. Gutierrez will be the go person. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have any questions regarding the variance? Do you have plans to come down here anytime soon because for you to exercise your visitation with your children here in the state of Texas?
I had surgery recently. I had a hip scope operation on the left side of my hip to remove a bone impingement and repair some labral tears that I had. So I'm not really moving around right now. I had a teleconference earlier, so that's why I'm in my uniform, but I'm not currently going to work or moving around too much right now. My plan was to go down there and have them for the spring break, but since I'm not able to travel, I'm gonna see if I'm able to, but more than likely my mom is gonna go down there on my behalf and get my children and spend some time with them.
All right, thank you. Judge?
If I may, but you will be here for the summer, is our plan, if everything goes well with your surgery, correct?
That's correct.
Judge, I'm hoping that we get this case finalized before the summer starts. I know we're in March, so I'm hoping by summer we can finalize this case. This case has been pending. We're only doing temporary orders today.
Okay.
I pass witness or Ms. Carranza.
Yes, Mr. Estrada, good morning.
Good morning.
With regard to the variance that you're requesting, how many times in the past 6 months, other than that one visit that have you been to see your?
I'm sorry, you cut out, ma'am. Can you repeat yourself?
Aside from one visit you just testified to in November when your children flew up to see you, aside from that, how many times have you actually come down to the Valley to visit with them?
The last time that I saw them was going to be in the summer. That was just my allotted time to see them. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see them outside of my allotted time.
Okay, and so you have an order for standard visitation. So when you say allotted time, what are you referring to?
Just the time that's in my standard visitation, just whatever's in specified specific days in that visitation.
Okay, so you were allowed 42 days to visit with them in the summer. Did you take them for 42 days?
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take them for the full 42 days. I requested that time off, but unfortunately, my command, or like, I guess the equivalent would be my bosses at that time, cut my time short. And unfortunately, I had to come back, not because I wanted to, but because I had to.
Okay, so you haven't really been to the Valley to visit with them on a consistent basis, have you?
On a consistent basis, yes. I was deployed last year, so I wasn't able to travel at all due to that and COVID restrictions as well that were put on us. We had restrictions for travel, so I was not able to travel during that time. As soon as I got back from deployment, which was December 2020, I went down there to the Valley. I picked up my children. I went up to my mom's house in Salado and we had them. Then the year for 2021, the next time I had them was in the summer, which I just explained my time unfortunately was cut short. And then the next time that I was supposed to have them was November, which we brought them all the way up here to Tennessee to stay at my home in Tennessee.
Okay, and sir, does your mother have a place at Orange Grove?
I don't know what that is, ma'am.
An RV park or a trailer park?
I know she has an RV, but I don't know where she keeps it. I'm not sure. I'm not like in depth with that.
When your mom visits with the children, you don't know where she takes them?
My mom usually has a hotel or she stays at her RV when she's there. I know recently she just got her RV up, but I'm not sure if she was staying at it. To my understanding, she was staying at a hotel.
RV is located.
I'm sorry?
Do you know where the RV is located?
I don't know what exact park, if it's at an RV park, where it's located.
But is it in the Rio Grande?
Yes, it's in the Rio Grande Valley.
Okay. All right. I have no further questions. Thank you, sir, for your time.
Judge, may I ask Ms. Gutierrez a few questions, Judge?
All right, Ms. Gutierrez, where is Ms. Gutierrez?
Right here, Judge.
There you are. You know, did we even swear in Mr. Estrada? I don't even know if we did or not.
Judge, I don't think we did.
I don't think we did. Yeah, Mr. Estrada, you swear the testimony you just gave was the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir, I swear.
All right, Ms. Gutierrez, you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Judge, completely.
All right. Thank you very much. You may put your hand down. You may proceed, Mr. Noza.
Thank you. Of course, you are Ms. Rosa A. Gutierrez. You are the paternal grandmother. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
You understand that this is an agreement to allow you to exercise visitation that your son would normally exercise.
Yes, correct.
So you can stand in his place for visits. You understand that?
Yes, correct.
Now, you live where right now?
I live in Salado, Texas.
And that's right out, that's north of Austin, am I correct?
Yes, correct. We're 45 minutes from Austin.
And when you visit, you and your husband will be coming down to the Valley to visit, is that correct?
Correct. We just sold our home to relocate to be closer to the children. So we are closing on our home on March the 18th. Due to COVID, we got stuck with, a little of a delay. And due to COVID, we're not able to find a ready built home to suit, to have the kids with us. So we are in an RV park, as Ms. Garanza pointed out to Edward. We're getting set up there, but when we have the children, we will be checking into a hotel so that we can accommodate all the children.
And of course, the RV park you have, is it an adult only RV park?
The children can visit at the park. We spoke to the owner, David Hensley, and he is approved for the children to be able to visit.
All right, then.
They can just not reside there with us permanently, but we will not subject the kids to live in an RV. We will be in a hotel with the adjoining rooms.
All right, then. And right now, so that is the plans that you have with the children, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
And any communication you have with the kids, you're basically talking to Ms. De La Cruz, is that correct?
Correct. I continue to talk to Ms. De La Cruz. I'm able to FaceTime at this time. I've been allowed to FaceTime with the children and pick up the children. Ms. De La Cruz has allowed me that time with the kids.
All right, then. And of course, if you could stay at a hotel, you'll let Ms. De La Cruz know which hotel you'll be staying with the children.
Yes, of course. I always let her know what we're doing with the kids. I try to always keep abreast of what our situation is with the kids.
All right. And of course, very well, Judge. I have no further questions. Thank you, Ms. Gutierrez.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Carranza?
Yes, just one question. Ms. Gutierrez, good morning.
Good morning.
You said you're closing on your home on March 18th?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that just for the sale of the home, or is that the closing for purchase of a new home?
No, unfortunately, that is just the closing of our home. We are going to be in the process of building a home in Elsa. We couldn't find anything in Elsa that was already built with suitable accommodations for all 3 of the children, along with the guest quarters for our adult children to have each their individual space.
Okay, so in the interim, meanwhile, or let me ask you this, when do you plan to move down to the valley?
Our official move date is going to be Friday, I believe it's March the 18th. We will be moving down. My husband and I will reside in the RV, but when we have the children, at this time, we're going to be in a hotel with the children, which is nothing different from before that we've done. Or if things are just going to take too long with the build, we may look at an apartment temporary, or if we find a home in the Elsa area. But I don't know if you're familiar with Elsa, there's not very many options that are up to standard for what we're accustomed to, my husband and myself.
Yes, Ms. Gutierrez, I understand. Okay, that's all the questions I have for you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any more witnesses, Mr. Hinojosa?
No, Judge, no, it was just Mr. Estrada and Ms. Gutierrez, Judge.
Okay, any witnesses, Ms. Carranza?
Yes, I would like to call Ms. De La Cruz.
De La Cruz, okay. She needs to unmute.
Yes.
All right, good morning, ma'am. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You may put your hand down. Yes, ma'am, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning. Can you please, for the record?
I'm sorry?
Can you please state your full name for the record?
Tatiana Marie de la Cruz.
Okay, Ms. De La Cruz. And you heard the testimony that was provided by Mr. Estrada regarding the agreement you have. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And is that your understanding of the agreement? I'm sorry, give me a moment. I apologize for that. Is that your understanding of the agreement with the exception of child support?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand that Mr. Estrada is asking for a variance on child support for travel? Is that correct?
Yes.
And do you agree with that?
No.
Okay. And in fact, can you explain to the court when the last time was that Mr. Estrada came down to the valley, traveled to the valley to visit the children?
It was July, I believe.
July of what year?
Of last year.
Of
For the
2020?
summer. Mhm.
Okay. Aside from that, ma'am, you're okay, you said, with everything else. You don't have a problem with Ms. Gutierrez stepping in to visit with the children in Mr. Estrada's absence, is that correct?
Correct.
And with regard to the electronic communication with Mr. Estrada, is there any particular date and time of the week that you think would be best suited for the children to have this communication with Mr. Estrada?
My son has tutoring Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So any other day of the week after 5 would be great.
Okay, so we can work those details then with Mr. Hinojosa to figure it out, but you said Tuesday and has tutoring, right?
Yes, but it also ends at 5.
Okay, and this is for Edward Estrada III?
Yes.
Okay, and you understand that your mom is not to have any involvement in the surrender and pickup of the children?
Yes.
So you and any other competent adult you designate can be present for the surrender and pickup. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I have for Ms. De La Cruz, Judge.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Did you want to ask questions of Mr. Estrada?
Judge, I have no questions for Ms. De La Cruz, Your Honor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Hinojosa, go ahead.
No, I have no questions.
Oh, no questions. Okay, very well. All right, so what's the issue here? The variance you're saying?
That's it, Judge. I know I gave the court the calculation I have. I know I don't have the Attorney General's office numbers, I calculated 1348 is child support by guidelines for 3 children
Right.
before the court. And my client is asking for a variance in order to pay $800 in child support for basically travel costs. He comes down to the Valley to visit with his children from Tennessee to the Valley. He's asking for at least child support of $800 per month.
But that would be only when he comes to the Valley, right?
Well, Judge, but I can't basically I can basically say when he comes to the Valley, that month would be $800, but it'd be very difficult, I think, for the Attorney General's office to calculate that amount. But I'm asking for, if he comes down to the Valley, if he gives notice, then the child support would be $800, but a proper notice that he's going to exercise his visitation.
Okay,
Judge-
Ms. Carranza? Yes.
Yes, Judge, my client objects. As a court just heard, Mr. Estrada has not been coming down to the Valley. And so my client has to handle the day-to-day expenditures of these children, feed them, clothe them, make sure they have a roof over their head, get them to school, from school. They're involved in a ton of extracurricular activities, and they need to have the support, Judge. And the fact is that the person that's going to be exercising the visits, which is paternal grandma, Miss Gutierrez, has already testified that starting March 18th of 2022, she's going to be living in the Valley. And she's the one that's going to be exercising these visits, given that dad, Mr. Estrada, is residing in Tennessee. And so for all of these reasons, Judge, we object, and we don't think that the court should grant him any sort of variance. He has shown and has testified he's just not coming down.
I mean, briefly, Judge, he is injured due to a service injury right now. We had the COVID situation, but I'm asking if he comes down to the Valley to exercise visitation for that month, the child support would be $800 during the time that he's exercising in the Valley. That's what I'd be asking for, Judge. Not at $800 right now, continuously, but only when he comes down to exercise his visitation. Of course, we'd give proper notice of his intent to come down.
Okay, now this is just temporary order. So for right now, there'll be no variance, but it can be reconsidered again at the final. So for right now, no variance.
All right, Judge, I'll put an order.
All right, thank you all very much. Thank you all for your testimony. You may be excused. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, bye-bye.
Number 7.
All right, Miss, let's see, number 7, let's see, F1408-14-4 in the interest of Amari Jordan Garcia et al.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Yuri Rocio Youngs on behalf of Mr. James Garcia. He is present on screen, Judge.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Judge.
Ms. Casas' client's name, so I can see if she's in the waiting room.
Miss Casas, your client? What's her name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Fabiola Casas for Amanda Marie Gomez, the mother.
Is she supposed to be?
So, Your Honor, she had an emergency, but I believe today we're just here. We're all in agreement for a motion to consolidate.
Oh, okay. Okay, very well. Then court will take
this for the Office of the Attorney General.
All right, good morning, sir. Court will take judicial notice of the entire file and cause number F1408-14-4 in the matter of the interest of Amari Jordan Garcia and the Garcia children. All right, go ahead, Miss Rocio? Ms. Youngs?
Well, Judge, we are in agreement with Ms. Casas. This is a joint motion for consolidation of the cases, and we have no objection to the consolidation, Judge.
Okay. We have an agreement?
I believe we do, Ms. Casas. I believe, would you be preparing that agreement, or would you like for me to do so?
Yes, Your Honor, I have already filed the proposed order for consolidation.
Oh, okay, so the agreement has already been submitted. All right, it'll be signed then. All right, folks?
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Thank you very much. You may be excused.
Thank you.
Have a
Have a
great day.
wonderful day.
You too, bye.
Number 9 and number 10, they have an agreement.
9 and 10. That'll be F5297-21-4 in the matter of the marriage of Medina and Nava. And we have attorneys to see Miss Guerra's up there, Miss Vicky Guerra. Who else we have? Miss Ramirez. All right, there she is.
Good morning, Judge.
All right, good morning, folks. And what do we have here, an agreement?
Yes,
Your Honor. My
Judge.
client should be on Zoom, Your Honor. Is there a way that you can let her into the room as well?
Who is your client, ma'am?
Yadira Medina.
Yeah, she's on the screen.
Yeah, she's on the screen.
Okay, very good.
Okay. And Ms. Ramirez, do you have anybody you want to bring in?
Her client, I think.
I believe my client should be on as well, Judge.
He doesn't have audio.
Well, he's on the screen, but no audio and no video.
And I don't know if it's under JN.
That could be JN. That's what we have.
And either way, we have an agreement, Your Honor. I think that we've reached all the terms.
Okay. Did you want to read the agreement on the record?
Yes, Ms. Ramirez, do you want to do that?
Yes, I have it right here. Okay, Judge. So we have, both parents, they will be joint managing conservators.
Okay.
With the mother being the primary. With the only restriction will be that the residential restriction to Hidalgo County.
Okay.
Dad agrees to pay an amount of $750 of child support per month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The other thing is he will also cover the 9-year-old through his employer's insurance. Also, right now, Miss Medina, I believe, is currently with child. So they will split the cost of the uncovered medical expenses 50-50. We also, once the baby is born, then we'll address those at that time. We also have our client will have expanded standard visitations with his son. And with a restriction that if overnights are only with the father. So, and if that would be the case, the dad would have to notify mom and drop off the child to the mom, and then he would be entitled to go pick up the child the next morning once he comes back. We also have, and also we're gonna put a clause that unless otherwise agreed by both parties, because of the child is in sports and all that, and the dad's usually the one that handles those things.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna put an otherwise agreed provision as well. Also, in reference to the mortgage, the home, okay, so for the home, mom will have exclusive possession to the home at this time. Both of them will be in charge of paying the mortgage, 50-50 split. Miss Ma will be responsible for all utilities of the home. Now the dad will only be able to go to the home if only allowed by mom with prior notice. We're gonna add a no harmful clause to the agreement. We're gonna add that all communication be done via text unless it's an emergency. And I believe that would be, for the pickup and the drop off, we also agreed that whoever has to surrender possession will be in charge of the transportation for pickup and drop off.
Transportation, okay?
Yes.
And Your Honor, just for clarification, when dad has his possession and access, if he goes out of town during that period of possession and access, he's to notify mom to come pick up the child or to obtain access to the child. And during his possession and access, if he comes back, he can then obtain the child during that period, his period of possession and access.
Yes.
And so we have reached that agreement as well, Your Honor. The uncovered medical expenses, Ms. Ramirez talked about uncovered medical expenses for her pregnancy that will be split 50-50, but also uncovered medical expenses for the son, who's 9 years old, will be covered 50-50 by each party as well.
Yes.
Okay, son as well, okay.
Yes, Judge.
And I would just ask Ms. Medina, she listened to the agreement recited into the record, if she is in agreement to what's been recited by Ms. Ramirez into the record.
Okay, you need to unmute Ms. Medina.
And
I just had a quick question regarding the the insurance, the health insurance, then it'll be 50-50. It's not going to be him paying.
No, he'll cover the son for the insurance, and then the uncovered medical expenses for your son will be split 50-50.
Okay. Okay, then yes,
Okay.
I agree. Mhm.
All right.
Judge,
Then-
and I would like to ask my client as well if he's okay with the agreement that we just read to on the record.
Okay, he needs to unmute.
He needs video.
There he is. Okay.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, how you doing? Yes, Miss Ramirez?
Mr. Nava, have you heard what the agreement that I read on the record?
Yes, I heard most of it as I was allowed in.
Okay, are you in agreement with the terms that we've laid out in the court?
Yes, I heard all of them. Just my question is, according to the house, I'm helping support for $750 and then still covering mortgage.
Yes, the thing is the mortgage is a liability for both of you guys. So we're gonna be addressing those issues in mediation.
Oh, okay, so we can modify that as
Yes.
myself
Yeah,
agreeing
for right now, this
on
is only for
something to the
temporary
house.
orders. These are for temporary orders.
Yes.
We will be addressing all the other issues at mediation.
Okay.
I agree completely.
All right.
Thank you.
All
One
righty.
other thing, there was one other thing, Ms. Medina, we had talked about, and Ms. Ramirez, we talked about that you felt to cover, had to do with the giving my client access as an authorized user on the mortgage account for her to be able to make sure everything's been paid and everything on time. Because without her living in the house, she has no other place to go.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right.
And I did hear that you mentioned that it was for the Hidalgo County, but I had mentioned for the state of Texas.
Okay, the residency
Yes.
is in Hidalgo County, but property is okay within the state.
Yeah.
Oh, and the trial not be taken to Mexico.
No.
Okay.
Are we in agreement with that, Ms. Ramirez?
Judge, on that issue, they had been traveling with the child during the time that they were together to Mexico because his godparents are in Mexico. That was the only issue that we were kind of going back and forth. We don't see a need. We don't see a need for that restriction, but we will leave it up to the court's discretion.
Well, at this point, we'll have the restriction, but try to work it out when you mediate, okay? Or the final. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Ramirez, will you effectuate this in a Rule 11 agreement for temporary orders or a temporary orders agreement?
Yes,
Yeah,
Ms. Guerra,
it'll be
and we'll do. I'll be in charge of preparing the temporary order, Judge, and also Ms. Guerra and I have already agreed on the mediation. We're gonna try informal mediation. If that doesn't work, then we've already agreed on 3 mediators for this case.
Okay, very good. Then court will approve the agreement of the parties and we'll go ahead and await an order for signature.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you all very much.
Child support is to begin when, in April?
What, April 1st?
Yeah.
For temporary orders.
Okay.
Yeah, April 1st, yeah.
Very well. May we be excused?
Y'all may be excused. Thank you all very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you and bye-bye.
Number 1, Mr. Zuniga and Ms. Maria Camarena.
No.
Please proceed.
All right, let's see here. This.
Your
Number
Honor,
one.
Rick Zuniga on behalf of McAllen ISD.
All right, that'll be number 1, CL 1960 16D, Maria Camarena versus McAllen ISD. And I think she's pro se. There she is. And we have. Okay, where are we now? Okay, Ms. Camarena's right there, and Mr. Zuniga. Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor, this case has been pending for a very long time. We'd ask that it be dismissed for warrant of prosecution.
When was it filed? How many days ago or months or what?
846 days.
846 days. All right. What was it about? I mean, was it a wrongful termination or something like that, or a slip and fall, or anybody know?
Your Honor, I'll
It's about the
concede.
federal fraud.
Go ahead, Ms. Carmena.
Yes, Ms. Camarena.
Yes, it's about the federal fraud that I'm prosecuting against McAllen SD. They wrongfully terminated me because I didn't want it to be part of the federal fraud. I already reported this to the FBI and other authorities.
Okay.
So it sounds like she's making a claim for wrongful termination.
It was a wrongful termination?
That sounds like what she's articulating.
Okay, okay, for wrongful, okay. Okay, I thought I don't know if it was an accident or wrongful termination or something. But did you ever have an attorney, Ms. Camarena?
So yes, Your Honor. I did have an attorney, Mr. Carlos Hernandez. He wanted, during the pandemic times, we have a contingency agreement. And in addition to that, he wanted some money from my stimulus checks for my children. And unfortunately, because I'm not working, I told him I couldn't afford that. My daughter's in college and my other daughter is minor, so I cannot work because the situation is going on with McAllen SD. They fired me with low performance due that I didn't want to participate in the federal fraud. So my situation has been difficult, but I want for you to help me to inform the community that McAllen is using the federal funds in legal ways, and I want to benefit the students, and I want for my reputation to be clean. That way I can go back to work to another school district. And I need for you to please allow me to find an attorney that's willing to work with me with contingency fees, because the ones here in the Valley that I spoke with, 3 of them, they say they don't want to have, McAllen is like a mafia, and McAllen School District, and they say they don't want to have enemies with McAllen SD. So they recommend for me to look at an attorney out of the Valley.
Okay, now what was your job when you were working?
Pardon me?
What was your job? What were you doing when you were working with McAllen?
First, I was a substitute teacher for McAllen SD for 5 years, and then they offered me the opportunity to work as a recruiter in the Migrant Federal Program.
Okay.
And it's when I witnessed all the modus operandi for the federal fraud.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So are you not working right now?
No, Your Honor, because they terminate me with low performance. So I applied for school districts, but my former boss was the superintendent from Roseville. And he told me that for me to work in the school district, I need to finish this case to prove that, to have a clean record.
Okay.
Because they terminate me as a low performance, and I have a degree in engineering. I have some intelligence, so I don't do.
Okay. Okay, so you've gone through how many attorneys? 2 or 3 attorneys already?
Well, the first one was only 2 attorneys, Your Honor. 2. One was for the EEOC in San Antonio, and the other one is the law employment. So I only have 2 attorneys.
Oh, okay. But you say you've been looking for one. You haven't found one yet.
Yes, I already looked. I spoke with Mr. Godinez, and yesterday he told me he cannot take my case. I spoke with another from here from the Valley. He's native from Hawaii, Mr. Kinney's, or I don't remember his last name correctly. And he told me that his wife told me they don't want to be enemies with McAllen SD. They recommend for me to look an attorney out of the Valley. So I need you allow me some time, because this is a federal fraud that is affecting the students, the community, or society. So I need your help. Give me some time to find an attorney that's willing to work with me with contingency fees. And
Judge Garza, if I may.
Okay. Yes, sir, Mr. Zuniga. Yes, sir.
I understand her allegations that she's making here today. I'm not sure that they align necessarily with what she has in her pleadings. Because she's pro se, I don't think she understands the full scope of the situation. Of course, if there were federal issues, we'd very likely be removed to federal court. But that's neither here nor there. I still think this case, Judge, needs to be dismissed for want of prosecution. If she wants to get a lawyer to come in and reassert her claim, she can. Otherwise,
Okay.
this is just going to sit and linger forever.
Okay, now in your motion, Mr. Zuniga, did you allege when the case was filed and everything, and that there's no action that's being taken by anybody since then?
Yes, Your Honor. Those are the generic dismissal for want of prosecution issues. It's just been sitting. So if somebody wants to file some kind of motion for reconsideration, the court can take that up within 30 days.
Okay.
But I think it should be dismissed today.
All right, court will take this matter under advisement. I will look at the petition and then at your motion. Okay, sir.
Thank you,
And
Judge.
did you submit an order?
I have not, but I will.
All right, go ahead and submit one just in case, okay? All right, court
Thank you,
will take
Judge.
this matter under advisement and then we'll have a ruling hopefully within the next 30 days. All right, thank you all
Thank
very
you,
much.
Judge.
Y'all may be excused. Bye-bye. What do we have next?
I have a question. You dismiss my case?
No. That case has been taken under advisement. We'll rule within the next 30 days. All right? You'll get something in the mail.
I have the right to look for an attorney and come back in 30 days?
No. Court took this matter under advisement. I will make a ruling within 30 days. After I make that ruling, take that ruling to an attorney if you find one and see what you want to do next, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, man. Your excuse. Next.
Mr. King.
Okay, let's see.
Number 2 and Mr. Feliciano.
Number 2.
On the 11.
Oh, what is another?
He is on the screen posting.
Okay, let me see here. Number two, Feliciano Chain, and then we have Mr. King, Jordan King,
Yes,
and the case number. Good morning, sir. Or good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Quítese la gorra, señor.
CL 2206 18D is the next case here. Feliciano Jesus Chain versus Jordan King as substitute trustee. What do we have here, Mr. King?
Your Honor, Mr. Chain had filed a TRO restraining a foreclosure I had set for this month. We're already in agreement. We didn't go through with the foreclosure. He's supposed to close on the property and sell it to somebody else, I believe it by the end of the week. I filed a plea to the jurisdiction because this case involves a matter of title, and which county court doesn't have jurisdiction. District court has original jurisdiction to matters of title as per the Article 5, Section 8 of the Texas Constitution. So, this case should be dismissed anyhow.
Okay, plea to the jurisdiction. Did you submit an order?
I have not submitted an order yet.
Okay, we need an order so it can be signed. And then you said there's an agreement. Was the agreement submitted to the court for signature or
we don't have anything written down. Basically, what had happened is there was a closing for this property at Encore Title. I sent them an email basically saying I wasn't going to proceed with the foreclosure in good faith. And I think he filed this TRO as a backup just in case. My word wasn't good enough. Which it would have been.
Okay, so the sale did not go through.
It's supposed to close at the end of the week.
Okay.
That's what I've been told by the title company. So.
All right. And is Mr. Feliciano Chain, does he speak English?
No English. Sorry, Excelencia.
Okay. No se va a hacer nada hoy porque ya hicieron un acuerdo.
Sí, claro. Quiero darle las gracias a usted y también decirle al licenciado King que le agradezco mucho que haya llegado a buen acuerdo con mis gentes, que son mis gentes, y darle las gracias que todo se va a terminar perfectamente, y quería cerrar el caso yo en este momento de una vez con usted, señor Excelencia.
All right.
I just wanna thank the court, and I also especially want to thank Mr. King for coming into an agreement, and I'm very grateful.
This matter got settled.
Yes, that this matter got settled.
Okay. Thank you so much. Just submit the order, okay, Mr. King?
I will do that, Your Honor.
All right, your excuse. Have a great day. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank you for your patience.
Thank you for your patience.
Yes, no, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Have a
Bye.
good day. Bye.
Bye-bye. You too, huh? Anybody else?
Okay, yes, we have number 3, Mejia.
Number 3.
Alicia Marie.
And Eric Alvarado?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Alessandra de la Tejera here for Ms. Mejia.
Yes, ma'am, de la Tejera, okay.
And Ms. Alicia Mejia is trying to join, but I don't know if she might be having.
Ms. de la Tejera, you represent Mejia?
Yes, that's right. And
Okay.
Mr. Alvarado's actually not here today. He hasn't been served yet, so we're requesting.
Oh, now, no service. Oh, okay. No service for Mr. Eric Alvarado, which is why we don't see him in the waiting room. Okay, what are we gonna do here?
We
An
we
extension?
just asked for an extension and that the temporary ex parte order be extended.
Okay, submit an order, ma'am.
And just for Ms. De La Tejera's, since he did not get benefits, since Mr. Alvarado was not served, she could have called the office, that we shouldn't have to wait in the waiting room.
Yes, you probably waited so
And
much.
we apologize, as we had a long civil docket today.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll make a note moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you for your patience.
Thank you for your patience. Submit the extension, okay, ma'am?
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Anybody else?
That is.